Okay, so this is a progress report on this property. I try not to say the address in the videos, so. This is a living room area. So it looks like there used to be a fireplace here. Some of this is progress report and some of this is just suggestions, okay? So you guys can do whatever you want. They took a fireplace out here. I don't know why they did that. I would have put something in here, a fake one or one of those ventless fireplaces or a direct vent gas fireplace would have been nice, because this area here where I'm at is an up and coming area, as they euphemistically say in real estate. This area is coming back, so this one would be worth fixing up nice is what I'm trying to say. So fireplace, they got lots of cans in here roughed in, or boxes I should say, for electrical. I would have done a couple eyeball lights. That's what they usually do from the fireplace and direct it like the mantle area, but if you don't have a fireplace anymore, then I guess it doesn't matter. Okay, so I don't know what the plan is for the floor, but this is red oak and you can patch this in. Come out, they took a wall out here so you could patch that in. Looks like there was a fire here that could be replaced, or you could just put carpet over it. This could be patched in. Nice new oak staircase, and they didn't cover it up. So there's debris falling on it, and people are stepping on it and grinding it in, and you're supposed to cover that up with temporary plywood or, you know, Luan, that thin stuff, to protect it, and they didn't do that. So it's not done. And then here, the framing on this house, this guy, I don't know who did this, but he's got one nail here and one nail here, and that's it. You could see that move. So you're supposed to nail either in pairs, or you could stagger your nailing with a 16 penny framing nail. I can't tell what that is. That might be a 16 penny. That definitely is not a 16 penny nail. So this is nailed wrong. And that's important because this is a stairway here. So this wall holds up this staircase, and you have a lot of staircase issues, sagging issues in these old houses. So this needs to be done right. And then look here, there's a huge gap here, so this isn't supporting anything. It's not nailed right, and it's not supporting anything at all. So these stairs split right here, and they go down into the kitchen, they go down this way. So that's kind of cool in an old house, but you know, another suggestion would be, whoa, look at that. Look at that. See, that's not even on there good. So another suggestion would be, get rid of the stairways and make this a pantry for the kitchen. You need a pantry in here because you have limited cabinet space. Okay, so now that we're in the kitchen, I took pictures of this too, but this framing is not right, and it looks to me like they used drywall screws. Those members are way too short. That new wood is way too, see that 2x10 or 12, whatever it is, cut right in half. And the new wood is way too short. It should span much farther, as far as you can go basically from end to end. And then the plumber hacked out a piece under there. You're not supposed to do that either. He should have drilled a hole and went through the center third of that structural member. You're not supposed to notch it on the bottom. That's a big no-no. They do it all the time, okay? They do that all the time in his defense, but they are not supposed to do that. He could have drilled a hole in the center third and brought that pipe through, but he did what's easier. He just hacked out the bottom. And that's new. That's a new cut. That's not an old one. He didn't just put it where the old one was. That is a new cut. And there's a bathtub right up above here. None of this is really framed well. Okay, this is all bad. This is all bad framing in here. And then here, I guess they, I don't know what the plan is here, but so now you got two openings, and see, this one's got some structural stuff above it, which they don't do it this way anymore. They used to do it this way, but now they do a header, you know, a 2x12 header, because this is a supporting wall, and you can tell that because you got what's called a handshake. You got a structural member coming from this way, and it rests on top of this wall, and a structural member coming from the dining room area, and they call it the handshake, where they cross right there. So the handshake is on top of here. So you know this is structural, a bearing wall. So you need headers in here to carry the load down to the brick. You have brick columns in the basement here holding this up. So when you have one on the flat like that, they call that a hillbilly header. And you can do that as long as it's not a load-bearing structural wall, but this is a load-bearing structural wall. So it looks to me like they tore a wall out here, and they're going to leave this open, and I guess they're going to close this one off. They just haven't gotten to it yet, because why would you have two doorways here? It doesn't make any sense. So my suggestion is, you know, close one of these off and turn this into a pantry. Mr. Leonard said they're going to make this a bathroom. Right here, this used to be a butler's pantry. So bathroom on the first floor, half bath. That's a great idea. Oops, there's a lot of debris. Need to clean up the work area, a lot of debris. So another suggestion, well, first, so I don't care, it looks to me like they're not getting permits here. I don't care if people get a permit or not, as long as they do it like they got a permit. So you got one smoke damaged, fire damaged plug here, which they did not replace. Looks like a new box, but the plug is old. So they reused the old plug that's got, you know, smoke, fire damage on it. I wouldn't pass that. I'd say put a new freaking plug in there. But anyway, they got one plug from this wall to this wall. So the code says you're supposed to have multiple plugs, okay? 2 small appliance circuits on the countertop, 20 amp, typically is what people want. So, you know, you need more plugs up here. So like I said, I don't care if people get permits, but do it like you did get a permit and do it the right way. Electrician should know that. Another suggestion is get rid of this chimney. This chimney is gone on the roof. When they put a new roof on, they tore the chimney off. It stops in the attic. This goes up through that bathroom there. And I would get rid of that and just put a countertop across here if you wanted to. Another suggestion, this window is low. You could raise this window up. High window like that one, and then wrap your countertop all the way to the door. So you have a countertop from there to here instead of, you know, this shit's in the middle and then you got to stop here and then they're probably going to put a separate one here or something. So, you know, wrap it. And then you have a pantry over here. So now you got a nice kitchen. And like I said, all the structural stuff needs to be fixed before you drywall. Big split in the board there that needs to be, oh wait, they got one on the other side. I don't know if they nailed it the right way though. They put, those just look like drywall screws. If they're GRK structural screws, that's okay, but it's hard to tell once they're in there. That could have been done better. But at least they ran a stick of wood from there to there that's as thick as the old piece of wood instead of this crap over here where they just kind of patched it in with some scraps, some short pieces of scraps that they had. Okay. So yeah, header. I mean, you can see that sagging. It doesn't usually show up in the video very well, but this is a load-bearing wall, and that is definitely sagging. And sag's common. This is probably a 100-year-old house, so some sagging is normal, typical, but you know, why not fix that while you got the plaster tore out? So yeah, I'd raise the window up, get rid of the chimney, wrap a countertop from there to there. Like I said, this is a nice area. This area is going to come back. And I'd do the kitchen nice. Kitchens and baths are what sell houses. That's where you get the most bang for your buck. A lot of debris. Smoke damage in here. Some drywall. There's a lot of drywall here. Good drywall. It hasn't been used yet. Bunch of sheets of it there. Scraps in front of it. Excuse me. So that's it on this floor. I took pictures too, so I'll send you the pictures.